I had this thought with the Altuve injury because we haven't really got into that yet. And I'm not, well, I'm sort of surprised the Astros haven't tried this. So over the last year, they've had Pedro Leon playing shortstop in Sugarland. Jeremy
Right.
Pena,
Right.
obviously the future at shortstop, Stephen. Can we say that right now?
Yeah, I think the future is now. That's for sure.
And I like the idea of making Pedro Leon versatile. The idea of putting him at short was kind of a cool idea if he can do it. But I'm not sure why he hasn't played second base too. And let me get to that point here because in 3 of the first 4 games this year, he played at short. Since then, it's just been the outfield. So they see the writing on the wall, it seems like, when you look at what's going on. But the Astros have an aging Altuve who might start breaking down, and it looks like he just did. Aledmus Diaz in the last year of his contract. He's almost the Astros' 9th starting position player, if you think about it, because they have him always subbing at 5 different positions. So it's really like he's always playing anyway. It's not like Altuve goes down and you just leave Aledmus at second base, Steven. So you could use Pena as somebody who would be a versatile reserve that could handle second base along with short and outfield if you brought him up, and maybe he has potential to play there if the Astros don't sign Altuve in a couple of years. Remember, and I know everybody wants to forget about this, but Altuve will be 35 when his contract ends at the end of 2024.
Well, it's hard to argue with Robert, and not just from the Altuve standpoint, but if there's one thing the Astros do lack right now, it's infield depth. Aledmus Diaz, he's been playing well this season, but to expect him to go a full 162 games without getting hurt, that's a stretch. He's just not as durable as you would like him to be. And the guys that you've, tried out as far as backing everybody else up, Nico Goodrum, come on. Nico Goodrum is not going to be your answer at all. They had a guy that was in spring training, Franklin Barreto, I think, and he's playing in Sugarland right now, but you don't really know what to expect from him. So someone like Leon, maybe even JJ Metajevic, who they just brought up, we don't really know too much about him as far as how well he would do, but he might be another guy that you could float around second base, even third base. I mean, think about it. What if Bregman goes down? What if Diaz is down? You don't have anyone really playing second base, third base, first base. Gurriel's 37. You got to think about first base too coming up. I mean, I would have said Leon at first base, but I think as you pointed out to me, Robert, when we were talking off air about this the other day, he is a little bit short. So, he may not be great for that position, but yeah, it's clear. Altuve is starting to slow down. I think we've seen it in, the last couple of years with the hitting. At least he got his defense back last year. That was a big, big worry spot. So, yeah, we've got to do something to shore up the Astros infield depth.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.